Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for Color Rush Studios, and I'm also playing along with off the board. I'm using um, Crystal, who is Pineapple Papers here on YouTube. She put out sort of um, the themes that we pull from our Pinterest boards every day. So Fridays is quotes or memes. So you saw at the beginning I had a quote, kind of a quote that I pulled from my Pinterest. So that is going to be where I'm going to pull inspiration from my title. But like I said, I am using my Color Rush Studio kit for the month of July. And it is all based on the travel diaries from 49 Market. It's gorgeous if you haven't checked it out. The links are in the description box below. You can use 10 Vanessa for a little bit off if you're buying items from the shop. So yeah, go check it out. It is a gorgeous travel collection. So for this layout, I am starting, I thought I'd just come on and tell you what I'm going to kind of do off camera. And then we'll put the layout together and I'll speed it up with a voiceover. But I have two of the pattern papers. I have this one here, which I'm going to use this side. And then I have this one here, and I'm going to use, sadly, I love this side, but I'm not going to use it. What I decided is I'm actually going to cut out this inside from this pattern paper, and I'm going to rough it up. It's already roughed up, but I'm going to actually take a distress edge tool and rough it up more, and I'm going to mat it on this paper here. I might cut out the very center of it since it's going to be covered by this, but I'm going to mat that on this paper here. I just wanted to do a little something different and really play up the distressed. So I'll have a little bit of this paper and then just the edges of this one that I can try to use on something else because I do love that plaid. So I'll probably try to pop it in somewhere. And then I'm going to take two other pattern papers. So I have my photos here, which are beach photos. I'm going to mat two of them on this side of this pattern paper, which is around the world. I hate that I'm going to cover up or that I'm going to use this and not use this side. I love it. I might even mat them on this side. I haven't decided. It's going to be on one of the two sides. But I am going to use a chunk of this on a different layout. But I am going to mat two of the photos on this, and then I'm going to mat the other two on this travel notes. This is the ticket paper. I did cut it in half already because I wanted to make sure that I had at least half of it. Well, maybe a little bit less than half, to be able to cut some tickets out. So I'm going to use this side and mat two of the photos. So two of them will be matted with this and two of them will be matted with this paper. Not sure which side, but in any case, I'm going to go off camera and mat my photos and take the very center out of this paper and cut this out and mat it, distress it and mat it on here. I'll probably distress these two mats that'll go around my photos as well, just to keep with that distress feel. And then once I come back, we will actually pull together some of the ephemera and create this page. Okay, we are back and I have my background all put together here. I distressed the edges of that center piece of pattern paper even more than originally it was. Obviously had that sort of torn look. I distressed it even more and then glued it down to my background. And then I did map my photos with a scrap from a previous layout, and I scuffed up the edges of those as well. So yay me, this is my second layout this month that I'm getting 4 photos on a page. So again, it's going to be that sort of grid kind of a layout because it's 1 page and 4 photos. And so I basically lined my photos up, and this time my title is going to go right in the center, and it is vacation, which kind of plays off my pin that was at the beginning of my video for vacation mode. And so the title is going to go in between the photos, and then I'm going to have just a cluster around the edges of the 4 photos. They may move slightly when I glue them down off camera, but overall, this whole layout comes together extremely quickly because you don't need to add a whole lot when you have 4 photos and a 12 by 12 because there isn't much real estate left. And so I think I'm going to add all these bits and pieces, and I think this is the one page that I ended up not getting frazzles on this month. I think all of my other pages had at least some sort of frazzle on the pages, and so sadly I didn't put any on this page, but I do really like how this one came together. I'm again just using a whole bunch of the ephemera. There was so much fun ephemera that was in this kit. I really wanted to use them all, and I loved the wood veneer. I think I might have like 1 piece of the wood veneer left. I think I have the plain. That's the only wood veneer I think that I have left in this kit. And then I've used all the others, and I've used almost all of the acrylic. Yeah, I loved the kit this month. This has been an amazing kit. If there's any left, it'll be in the description box below, the link to the shop. You can go and grab them. I'm filming this earlier, so as of when I'm filming it and doing the voiceover, there's still kits, but definitely go check them out if you haven't grabbed this kit. It is such an awesome travel kit. If you have travel photos from your summer travels, this would be a great one to pick up. To finish my layout here, I've glued everything down off camera, and then I am going to pull out some Nuvo drops, which I forget that I own these. And so I always forget that I own them, and so I thought I'm going to pull these out and use them on this page. So I'm going to do sort of 3 I'm going to do dots in each of my clusters. For 2 of them, I'm going to do like a straight across, and then for the other 2 areas of embellishment clusters, I'm going to do sort of like I would with enamel dots, where I kind of put them in amongst the whole cluster itself. You'll see that here in a sec. I'm just going to do 1 dot in each cluster of each of the colors. And once I have that done, that is pretty much going to do it for this page. This bottle was being very stubborn, and I had to get it started on this paper here because it did not want to come out of the bottle. As you can tell, I have not used this often. Yeah, I always forget that I own these, and I have a ton of them, so I really should take them out and use them. If I didn't mention it earlier as well, I did, when I glued everything down, I did add a few splatters on my page in some Lindy Stamp Gang. I think it was I'm trying to see what the color is. It was the Ponderosa Pines color. I'm pretty sure that's the one that I ended up adding a few splatters. You'll see them better in the close-up photos at the end, but I did add some splatters to the background. Either that or they were gold. I kind of forget now. It's been a few days since I created this layout, but you'll see in the still photos. So with that, guys, you have seen my faux enamel dots, and with that, these are the still photos, and all the links will be down below, including the coupon code for 10 Vanessa. So with that, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.